Hey.
He got the you've been activated.
What company is that? Thrive. It's another Thrive marketing. I think they do like vitamin patches or whatever.
Really?
Let's go. What are we? Episode 47?
46.
46. Got a little ahead of myself.
46.
46.
We're in the farties.
Well, hey, welcome back. Episode number 46. We've got Aaron Asher with us here today. Boom, 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 boom. And Blake Lindell.
What's up?
BDR Spotlight, my guy. So I figured no better place to start than with you. You're having a hell of a day.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make sure to grab you before you got too busy here by the end. But you've got 4 on the board today and a pretty fat proposal.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about it.
Board. So I got 2 clients right now. For my guy in Boulder, I got a 33,000 square foot. We're going out this week. 11,000 square foot going out this week. And then next week, I got another one coming up for my Bowling Green guy, 60,000 square foot, and then a 22,000 square foot one for him as well.
Dang.
So
All new clients?
yeah,
All new
brand
clients. First couple of months with Blake. You got 4 on the day today, and then you've got a pretty big proposal.
Yeah, it's I think Chu just actually had the video out. It's $1.6 million proposal.
Sheesh.
Yeah. It's
So what's the word on that one? How's that looking?
Yeah, so I talked with the maintenance manager. He said they're just looking to get the funding approved by corporate, and then we should actually have an answer within the next month or 2.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. 1.5 million. That's probably multiple buildings.
Just one.
Just
650,000 square foot building.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What is it's
Like an entire re-roof.
that's amazing.
6 different sections, I think.
Is that a revenue share client?
It is.
Okay. You remind me when that's coming in, okay?
Yeah. What's
So
approximately
I can change the comp plan the day before.
Yeah, right. I think it's like 75,000 would be commission on that.
Jeez.
Pre-tax.
Jeez.
Uncle Sam
Wow.
needs his cut.
Yeah, of course.
$75,000.
I think you're selling yourself short, unless you were rounding up. If it's 1.6, it's 80. It's 80
Yeah,
on the
that was
nose.
off of like 1.5.
Off of one. Oh.
Oh
So-
man. That's a pretty good one. You got
Yeah.
lots of proposals in the hopper, or is that the main one
That's actually his first one.
first
so-
one? That's right. New clients.
I
new.
think we got another guy. I should be hearing something by Friday on like some kind of
Yeah.
we went out like last week. So
pretty
second
sweet.
time meeting coming up.
I tell that client, hey, man, they're not all like that.
Yeah.
You might have to do a couple repairs,
Yeah.
couple 10, 20,000, $100,000 roof.
Set the bar pretty high.
I remember we had a client once in Milwaukee that did IT, and he's like, "Why are all these appointments so big?" And you get in there, and the guy had been like prospecting only the biggest manufacturing companies
Yeah.
in Milwaukee, and it's like,
Love
"Oh,
it.
dude, you've been getting 3 of these every month? Well, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Those are
Great.
really hard. That's awesome."
There's almost like nothing worse than when the client closes the very first appointment they go on. And then they expect like everything closes after that.
Unless you're Red Roads Networks, and then they do go ahead and close everything that's in front of them. That's crazy.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. By the way, if you're a technician out in New Mexico,
Yeah.
he would like to hire you so that he can keep up with the work.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us how many spots you have open right now.
Technically, I mean, for the 4 spot, I have 2.
Two
but
open?
Then to get to 6, I have 4 spots open. So,
4 spots open. Well, Blake is absolutely killing it. You know, he's already off to a really hot start with new roofing pipelines. He's got a $1.5 million proposal out. So, you know, where are some markets you're looking for a roofer in that you've been prospecting?
anywhere we don't have, I mean,
Anywhere. I
Yeah.
love that. Justin Webb was very similar. He's like, all clients are good. I'll take
Yeah.
everyone.
not particular.
Where are some of your recent Arsenal appointments from?
I think Grand Rapids is where I've been calling today, and then trying to think. I can't even remember off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Getting too many.
They call a lot of markets every day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
It is. Got to remember, I was coaching up Brett over there, and it's like he got one in St. Louis, then Eddie got another in St. Louis, and it's like if you get 1 or 2 more, that's bait. That's
Yeah.
like as
It's
close
close.
to a guaranteed deal as you can
Right.
get. So make sure you stack them up, and if you're a prospective roofer looking for start a program or a relationship with us, Blake's got some availability.
Heck yeah.
And he is absolutely crushing it. So appreciate you hopping on, man.
Yeah, appreciate
Feel
it.
free to stay and hang out if you want, or if you got to go rip some Arsenal calls, hey.
I would, but I'm pretty behind.
Yeah,
on
you got to
calls
catch
for
up.
the day.
I
so
hear you, brother.
All right, man.
I hear
Thanks,
ya.
Blake.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you, man.
Absolutely. What a stud.
Stud.
Sorry, I gotta go make more money. My bad.
Yeah. It's like some of these guys, it's almost like you got to beg them to get off the phone.
Yeah,
They'd rather go play their 5-minute game of pool and then get back into the routine than
it's hard.
Go
Yeah,
off the mojo.
thank you for coming, Blake.
appreciate you.
It's hard to get guys to hop on here because they do think it's taken away from their dial-in time,
Yeah. And I mean,
and it is.
they've got their routine set up and they have their little competition with their games of pool and stuff. It's cool. So yeah, Matt, now we want to spotlight some proposals and closed deals. We did our mega week recap on Friday, a ton of closed business and proposals that went out. And we had quite a few proposals go out over the weekend as well. So I think, wow, we had another one come out for MSPs too, just in the time that it took for me to walk down here. That's pretty exciting.
Let it rip.
Say again?
I said let it rip.
Yeah, let it rip. Ryan Kattenbrecker, I feel like some of these guys let them stack up and then they bop them with us. But Ryan Kattenbrecker, Higher Level Roofing, has got a few different quotes that have gone out. They've got a re-roof proposal for $111,193, another re-roof proposal for $50,793, repair quote for $3,200, and then another repair quote for $9,015. Yeah, pretty all over the weekend.
Not bad.
That just went out. And then Mr. Adam. It seems like every time we get Adam on here or I read his proposals, it's like $1 million+.
Mr. Big Dog.
Yeah. So CMM Roofing, they've got 2 programs with Adam Broughton. Sorry to those folks watching. He has no availability because he is absolutely crushing it. But they got out quite a few proposals over the weekend too. $872,000, $350,000 project, $200,000 re-roof, $40,000 project, $184,000 re-roof, and a $135,000 re-roof. Yeah, just a casual, 1.5 mil going out in proposals over the weekend. And that's just for our roofers. Looks like we've got a couple more for the MSPs here. We had 2 from our Dayton Technology Group, and Logan Phillips got out a proposal for a 2400 MRR and then a $13,000 proposal for projects, both from Dayton Technology Group, which is huge. Logan Phillips, I think he's in the first 60 days with those guys, and he was sweating it pretty big into last month, wanting to get the first month in the books with his clients, get the appointments. So it's cool to see some proposals going out too. And then we got a couple of new reviews.
Yeah.
One recent, one today. And then,
One you got to be proud of.
yeah,
As
it's
a
my
big
brother.
Yeah.
It's my brother. He's crushing it. We've got a couple, actually. I didn't know if you wanted to read them. Do you want me to read them?
Cam, I'm loving how this is going. I want you to read it.
Boom. Let's pull them up here. One is from my brothers, and of course I closed out of it.
Never mind. This is horrible. This is
Off the rails.
a horrible show.
It's a beautiful thing about a podcast is that Matt can just edit out all the dead air. It's great.
Yeah, but we don't do that. Do we?
Not the dead air.
Not
No,
recently.
we do
One
it
take,
live.
yeah.
We haven't had a lot of dead air recently. I've been trying
Yeah.
to.
We've had the
No.
ball rolling.
This is one take. He might change. You clean up the camera angles, but
Right. Yeah.
the audio and the flow, it's from start to finish, right?
And whenever Bobby G might drop somebody's name or something,
Bobby G.
clip
yeah.
a name out.
well,
we'll censor some
earlier Blake dropped, "Hey, it's
Yeah.
a whatever."
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
get rid of that
Right,
because that'll do the city. Yeah,
Stuff. Yep.
rookie.
All right, good filler there. We got them pulled up now. So one is from our solar client, my brother, Ben Carlson, got it just a few minutes ago. So it says, Ben Carlson has been fantastic to work with. Not only did he help us land our largest commercial deal year to date, but he sends us weekly updates. He's extremely consistent and dependable. His knowledge and handle on sales has actually changed how I approach my lead generation altogether. We're super excited for the future and very pleased with our partnership. I have trained sales reps for years, And when I hear Ben's call logs or talk with him, it actually feels as though I'm being trained. 500 out of 5 stars for Ben and Arsenal. Jonas with Spring Solar.
And
let's go.
Great review.
That's
And in the
excellent.
famous words of Cameron Carlson, after he heard that, he comes on the floor and goes, dude, that's 10x.
Yeah, 10x.
Actually, that's 100x. we were really excited.
Pumped.
That's the problem. We've been listening to the 10x crowd.
Oh my God. I thought that immediately. It's more than 10x.
100x.
It's 100x.
We should just 100x.
Yeah.
That's the next step in the evolution of sales guru, crime boss, scammers. 100x.
Or who can do like simple math, I guess, is a good one. A good starter.
You don't need to do simple math.
I went to a card show over the weekend and it's mostly cash. So you got to like count your change back, or if you're a vendor, you got to do that. And side note, I see 8-year-old kids pitching harder than some of our guys out on the sales floor. I saw this kid standing right next to me. He's looking at a $1,400 card and he's like, "What's your best on that?" And the guy's like, "What? He's like, "That one. What's your best on that?" The guy's like, $1,400's the sticker. He goes, "Yeah, but the comps are like $1,230, $1,330, $1,320. He's like, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you for $1,300. I'll give you $1,300.
$1,300
baseball card, yeah. It was like a Mike Trout rookie.
What the hell's an
rookie auto.
8-year-old kid doing?
That's what I said. And the guy's like, I don't know. Let me think about it. And I shit you not, the kid pulls up his Cash App and is like ready to pay $1,300.
Oh, he's dangling the money in front of him.
And he walks
savage.
away. He goes, "All right, I'll take a lap. I'll let you know if I still want it." This kid is like 8 years old. Like, oh my God.
That's either good or
Hire him.
bad. Man.
You looking
go
for
get
a
him.
job, buddy?
Yeah, we could use a guy like that.
Savage.
Yeah.
But anyways, you got to count the change back, and some people can do it, and some people can't.
People can't count change anymore. Let's be honest.
I sold a couple cards, and the guy is like 85, and he hands me $65. It's like, nope, you're missing $20.
I went to again, we don't want to out whoever it was, but went to like a family reunion on my mom's side.
Yeah.
It's at one of those buffet style restaurants, and you go in the back room or whatever. Everybody's pretty much into their late 50s,
Yeah.
60s to 90s, right? And my little boy sees one of the what do they call it? The quarter turn machines or whatever,
yeah.
where you get a toy, it pops out.
Sure.
Needed 4 quarters. So anyway, he goes and he ends up getting $1 off of Uncle Evan. And then we waited in line at the cash register to get some quarters. And he says, I would like, tell him, hey, you got to tell him you'd like change for $1, please.
Right.
And I have 4 quarters. And the person behind the register like blanked for a second.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, like what?
Yeah.
How much? And kind of like you could tell it was uncomfortable. I was like thinking maybe he didn't speak loudly enough.
Sure.
Or something.
Yeah.
But after it
hurt the
happened,
brain.
I was like, holy shit, they didn't know how to make change for $1.
Yeah.
4 quarters.
Yeah. It's kind of hard. Like, have you ever had something where it's like, $3.10 and you hand them $5.10 or whatever?
Yeah.
Or like, you make it to where you get a dime back and a whole bill. It's like recently you just see the wheels turning. Why did they give me $5.10?
And I'd give you a lot of grace. I mean, man, if it's like, oh, is that so? Do they get $2 or $3 or whatever?
Right.
Sometimes I'm out of gas by the time it's the end of the day, and I'm leaving a tip on a bill, and I'm like, hold on, around that, what is that? Is that $40 or $41?
Sure.
Whatever. It gets resolved really quickly.
Yeah. That used to be
But 4 quarters did.
I worked at a gas station and for my grandma and grandpa, and we didn't have a fancy cash register. I had to count back change myself.
In your head, yeah.
And one time I messed up. I gave this guy $20 too much back on 100.
Really?
And to make sure my till came back balanced, I put my own $20 in there. It's like, but whatever. Count and change. It's a lost art. We do have another review here though, and it's for your brother.
All right.
Mr. Ross, yeah. So Battle of the Brothers here. I think this review is pretty good too.
I wish my brother worked here.
Yeah. Bring him in.
He doesn't want to.
We need some PR. He does PR, right?
Yeah.
We could use some press releases or something.
Yeah, well, that's pretty
cool.
We'll work on them next time
Yeah.
you see him around. Tell him, hey, man,
I
you
will.
should join.
He
We have
doesn't
the
play-
brother trifecta.
He doesn't play Fortnite anymore. What is he playing now?
I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever Evan's playing usually. Marvel. They were playing the Marvel.
Can't see him
That's
on it. I haven't played a video game in probably a couple of years.
I just lost Steam. I used to play a lot. Even recently, I've lost so much Steam. I haven't played in like a couple weeks, maybe.
I think I have an Xbox One,
In the
Xbox
box.
Series X that's in the box still.
Yeah. With the receipt, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember if it's from 22 or 2021. It's like 3 or 4 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway.
what happens when you run a business and you have kids and a life.
And when you suck when you get on to play.
Yeah,
Maybe
that
probably
too.
if I was
Oh my
good at
God.
it, maybe I might want to do it. But
honestly, that's probably the biggest one where it's like, oh, I want to play a little COD. And you go 0-30 and you're like, oh, I don't
and a
want to play
12-year-old just dunking
Yeah.
on me,
The
telling me
worst.
what a loser I am.
The
I'm like,
worst.
Relax, man. I'm trying to have fun.
All right, so let's fire up this review. My experience working with Arsenal, BG.com. Is there a reason why you put that in there?
Literal. He's literal.
Got it. I don't know. I figured it'd help people find our website too.
Yeah.
My outstanding business development representative, Ross S., has been nothing short of exceptional. This company is far from your typical sales organization, and they embody a super down-to-earth, people-first strategy that truly sets them apart. Ross S. has been knocking it out of the park with his dedication and expertise. His approach is all about giving to get, and it has made a world of difference for my MSP's business growth. If you're looking for a business sales development company that prioritizes relationships and delivers outstanding results, I highly recommend ArsenalBG.com and Ross S.
This is really good.
That's a really good one.
Now, either he really thought that out, or he just like said, "Hey, Chat GPT, write a review for me about Arsenal and my awesome, on my awesome rep, Ross."
What was it? Company name here?
Yeah.
On your one sales
yeah.
pitch.
Man.
I work with Arsenal BG, and Ross Sifford is my rep. Please leave a stellar review for them.
I thought he was just being kind.
I think he
Not
is.
putting out
I think it's
Ross's
a particular.
last
I'm not
kinda
saying
guy.
that's what happened either.
Yeah,
I'm just
sure,
saying
it's-
I wouldn't be surprised.
The
And I couldn't
format.
blame him either. It's probably why he's closing all those deals.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. Ross is hustling over there, man. He is lighting it on fire. And unfortunately, even if you wanted to work with Ross, you couldn't. He's full. He's taken.
Full book.
So maybe in the future, but yeah, pretty good. It always feels good, obviously when we're getting closed deals out and proposals, but when you see it all come together and you finally get some, concrete reviews on your Google, it's really nice. Guys are very proud of that. I know my brother was a little nervous. He maybe shared the info a little early. He was excited about his Google review, and then it wasn't on there. And I walked by, and he was literally sweating. He was like, "I'm so nervous."
We were saying a alleged Google
Yeah.
review.
So it's cool. I know the guys care a lot about it. But current events, and then we'll end with a sales tip and get out of here. So as you all may know, or our fan watching probably knows this, Aaron has created Poop Chair, right? It's the future, I guess. Today was the first time I saw a real world application. I didn't really subscribe to the whole sit at your desk thing, but
Yeah.
apparently a flight from Chicago to India after 5 hours had to stop because they clogged 11 out of the 12 toilets on the plane 5 hours in.
Oh,
And they turned
5
around.
hours in.
They
how
turned-
long was the flight?
They were almost to Greenland. They were going the other way. Not
You know what? What wouldn't it be nice if we owned Greenland? It could have stopped there.
could have stopped. Could have
Empty the
landed.
tanks.
They turned all the way back and landed in Chicago. It was 11 out of 12 toilets.
No way.
That left
This
one
doesn't
toilet.
sound real.
One toilet for 5 hours for 300 people shared one toilet on a plane.
How do you clog
Listen,
an airplane
it's
toilet?
been a while since
Yeah.
I've stopped one up. Probably since I was a kid.
Airplane?
But what's the odds 11 out of 12 all stop up? It's got to be like a mechanical thing, right? It's got to be a
that or somebody's going around
fatal
trying
flaw.
to screw them
If they had just had
Yeah.
poop chairs,
Poop chairs.
perfect.
Poop chairs on
Just
a
sit right
flight.
there. Yeah.
Suck it out, right? You
Boom.
don't even have to get up.
Don't even
Boom.
have to leave. You don't even have to pause your movie. You just stay right there. Headphones in. It would probably look a lot like one of those silent raves. Have you seen everyone with the headphones?
Yeah,
And
silent disco.
Yeah, yeah,
I've
yeah.
actually been to one of
Everyone's-
those. It's pretty funny.
if everyone has a poop chair, I'd probably want everyone to be in headphones too. Yeah, that'd be good.
Noise canceling poop chairs.
So I thought that was funny. First real world application of the poop chair. Yeah, that's why I don't fly.
Have you ever been on a flight and like there's the guy just like farting or eating some like he shows up and the person just opens up their entire stinky meal.
Oh, dude,
It's
you know
like
what's
a hot,
worse?
gross sandwich or something like that. And you're like, oh.
I hate the yapper. The stranger you sit next
Talk
to, and they
your
just
ear
want to
off.
yap.
Yeah.
Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm an introvert, or I force myself to do sales or whatever. But like when I'm by myself, I don't want to
I
yap.
don't want to talk to anybody.
No small talk, please. He's like, where are you going to Chicago? Why are you flying up there? What are you doing? What kind of car are you going? It's like, dude, stop. I don't care.
I'm irritated. I'm on a plane
Yeah.
to begin with.
Just
So I
read
don't
your
wanna
book,
be on it.
please. Leave me alone. So I thought that was funny. I guess Canada got a new prime minister.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think
Sweet.
I don't know.
Some
I'm not super educated, but I believe it's just more of the same.
It's got to be the other side of the party, right? They
No.
had one side. The same.
No,
they
the
like.
same. I think
Okay.
I think it's the guy who advised Trudeau on economics.
Oh, how's that going?
Well, the business is booming. Obviously, it's going really well over there. It's going great.
Oh man, that's rough. Yeah, I guess there's going to be some fresh South Park episodes, I suppose. Or
Yeah, I'm waiting on
I
that.
think the explanation is that Pierre Palev or Paleve, however you say it, he was associated. His name and his politics got attributed or attached to Trump. And when Trump, right, that was a good thing earlier because
Yeah.
people were wanting to change. But when the tariffs and all that stuff happened, people could not separate tariffs from Pierre.
got it.
So it was just like automatic guilty by association.
Gotcha. I guess it kind of makes sense in the political climate that we're in, but
And things will continue
yeah.
to
What?
be awesome. Although Manitoba, I think they were like, yeah, we're done with Canada. We want to leave. Manitoba's like, we're just going to join.
I saw what is it? Their mayor Ford was threatening to turn off the electricity that they sell, I guess, from Toronto to the U.S. or whatever. Like I didn't know we were buying electricity from
We
Canadian.
shouldn't have to.
companies.
We've got
Yeah.
enough resources and all that
Cool.
stuff. We don't.
Maybe we'll
It's-
figure it out.
It's a joke. I mean, we should just like come to a deal. You know, just say like, hey, just don't let people through your border into our country, and then we won't.
I'm not sure there's too
Tariff
much
the
we
crap out of
import
you.
from Canada, right? Like
I
maybe
think it's
should-
like, well, no, we don't get a lot from them.
we sell a lot to them.
I don't even think we sell.
Right? They
a lot to 'em
import
either.
U.S. goods.
I think it's like 2% or something.
Really? Then what's the big deal?
I don't know. The United States is a lot more influential than people
Yeah.
want to
I mean, that's true.
say.
True.
It's like China, United States.
Yeah.
This kind of Taiwan for microchips and stuff.
Semiconductors.
Yeah.
The global semiconductor shortage.
If we were in China, we would say it's the same thing. Taiwan and China. Are the
Oh,
same thing.
yeah. Yeah. Possibly.
Yeah. Taiwan seems to think differently, but
You saw in the Marvel game and a lot of Chinese developed games, you cannot say anything pro Taiwan in the text chat.
yeah,
It'll
any of that stuff. Yeah.
censor it.
Couldn't say playing Rocket League. That's the
Yeah.
last thing I played
Yeah.
back when COVID. You couldn't say anything about COVID. It was like
Oh,
a curse
really?
word. Oh yeah, like deleted
Oh,
it out
wow.
and stuff. And
Well, enough. If you comment enough about Taiwan, they'll actually just perma ban you from Marvel.
I can't remember. It was like the WHO or the
Mm-hmm.
one of those big, United Nations types of entities or whatever. One of the guys was doing an interview, and I don't think he was from China, but he got asked about Taiwan, and then he's like, "Oh, sorry, I can't hear you. What?" And
Yeah.
boop, boop, bloop.
Yeah.
It's a hot
Oops.
topic. So anyway, it's more of the same. I'm getting worried that nothing's going to happen with our attorney general.
In Missouri?
No,
Or
just like
the federal?
the Pam Bondi.
Oh.
People are saying like kind of, I'm not expecting anything really bad to happen. I'm not like in a frenzy for blood, but the general public, they want like a bloodbath.
What's the
They're like,
scoop? What's
you
she
need to
doing?
go. You need to go like arrest people and start taking people to court.
What's she doing?
Nothing. That's the criticism. You're not releasing
Classic.
Where's the JFK files? Where the Epstein files? It's a big nothing burger.
Gotcha.
You're not arresting anybody. Blah blah blah.
Are you excited? We talked about this a few pods ago. Are you excited for the Epstein list?
No, it's
like,
where you're not going to get
The
with,
people who you think are going to be on there are probably going to be on there. It's not. I don't know.
and we're not going to ever get anything.
And
There's too many influential and important people on there.
Yeah,
They're not going to release it. They're not going to.
Who cares? Just live your life.
Bad people
None
do
of that
bad
affects you.
things. Imagine that.
And the JFK stuff, I don't know what's in there that would like really shock you. Like it was an act from Russia or something, or an inside job.
If the United States killed their own president,
I think
the CIA or the
yeah, I
FBI
mean,
or
that
whatever
would-
did it,
yeah.
that would cause a lot of problems. Even though a lot of people think that's what happened.
The grassy knoll.
I don't know. It doesn't really change much. It's 50 years later.
Yeah, but deny.
That's like saying, 9/11
And then you're just a whack job.
was actually Bush.
Yeah.
They
True.
say that?
No, I'm just saying
I
it resembles it.
I don't really subscribe to a lot of that stuff. I do think it's weird when you can't talk about stuff. The 9/11 thing is when the one building, there's some other building that did not get hit by a plane that just
Demolished.
crashed.
Yeah.
What
Fell
building
over.
was that? Is that building 11 or something, or 7?
Yeah, 6 or something. Yeah, it
I don't
wasn't
know.
hit.
But it wasn't next to him, and it was like, there's just a whole bunch
a
of
little
weird
weird.
stuff.
Yeah, that's just weird stuff.
And if-
That's a good way to put it.
And if you could just, I don't know, have a little bit more transparency, then it wouldn't be that big a deal when coincidences actually happened.
Yeah, I don't think that's something we'll ever get.
Just need some accountability.
Transparency.
See
Yeah.
some of the people. But anyway, yeah, dude, we just go down a freaking rabbit hole.
There is a member of my family who is, we see things differently. Still get along. But they were saying like, oh, the government has your information, your bank information, and all of your social security. It's like they've always had it.
Yeah, duh, they already
Like,
always have it.
The banks might fail, and I don't know what's going to happen with the market, and you need to make sure that you're buying gold. And it's like, hey, we're starting to sound
Similar.
similar here. You don't
Similar.
trust the government. You want to buy gold? What, you want to bear it out back too? Or
Next, you're going to say you
All of a sudden
you
we're-
need some guns or something.
we've both gone so far around the ideology. It's like we've ended up at the same point.
It's a circle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy.
That's a badass Peaky Blinders scene,
Reference.
though. That happens in Peaky Blinders.
Oh, really?
Tommy Shelby's like, of course, he's smoking a cigarette and stuff. He's like, I found that it all goes in a circle.
It does.
Since I've entered politics, I've learned that the line doesn't go out from the middle to the left and the right. It goes in a circle. I'll show you. You go far enough left, eventually you'll meet someone who's gone far enough right to get to the same place.
It really does.
I wish I could be as cool as Tommy Shelby. He's so
Is he your favorite actor? Would you say?
I don't know about actor. That is my favorite character. Yeah.
John Wick or I don't know.
John Wick's cool, but I mean, he just kills a ton of people. That's not the
Yeah.
thing. The thing about Tommy Shelby is no matter what happens, no matter what circumstance or how many lemons the guy gets dealt, he's just, I mean, so cool.
That's it.
In the face of danger, in the face of bad news.
It's hard. That's one of the
tough.
hardest things. I was really bad at it. You might remember that. Like we'd have serious conversations and I'd get mad or something. And
Yeah.
like it'd be hard to keep a level head. Now I feel like I've shifted the other way. I've seen so much of it now. Usually if you're trying to be serious or something bad happens, I'll let out a chuckle and it's like, all right, we've seen it all at this point, I feel like.
He just looks the guys in the eye and just,
Yep.
whatever. Then he's like, it's like, I'll get back to you.
I'll get
It's
back
like,
to you.
What? Huh?
Huh?
I
That's
still
awesome.
need to check out that show.
It's the coolest
Peaky
show.
Blinders?
People can't get past it because
Starts
everybody
just
wants
me.
everything right now.
It's just me.
I'm not like a Martin Scorsese guy where you just dump on everything that's not some long, boring movie.
I think I'm the only one in the office who I won't even say I don't like it. I just can't get through it.
No, Sam can't get through it either.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't make me feel as
Pretty much
bad.
everybody can. Dude, there's a payoff. He starts from like here.
Especially now with the kid. And it's just like,
Oh, it's a great thing.
I can't grind through any kind of show these days. It gets a little boring. It's like, meh, off.
You know what?
Off.
I did start watching. What's that one on Apple TV that you were talking about? Severance.
Oh, Severance. What do you think?
Pretty nuts.
It's crazy.
Wild.
How far did you get?
Finished season 1.
Yep.
Kind of episodes into the new one.
That whole season is setting up like the plot.
We don't need to go too deep into
I can't
it.
watch that. Every time I see that guy, I think Conesy Dunshire from
I think
Parks and Rec.
Yeah. I think of Step Brothers when he's like, I got a 6-pack of rock hard abs, and he pulls it up. It's totally not him. It's just a different guy. And then they knock him out of the treehouse. Anyway.
Well, I think that's all the current events I have. Just one kind of easy sales tip today. It may sound, like, oh, okay. Call the dang KDM. Stop calling the main line. Stop cleansing. If you got to do research, depending on your BDR, SDR, account executive role, or even if you're a business owner generating new business, stop calling the gatekeeper to get your information. If you use a lead or a data tool, like, we use Zoom Info here, but there's others, try your best to call the CEO. And if you got to ask them, hey, who takes care of your building maintenance? That's the best person to ask, not the receptionist, not the gatekeeper. If you've got a direct line, call the dang CEO.
Sales tip.
Holy smokes.
I got one of those today. One of those, hey, will you point me in the direction
Yeah.
of the person that
Who
makes
knows better
decisions
about
whatever?
the company than you?
Yeah. It's like you don't even know who it is.
Yeah,
I
they
think he called me on my cell phone.
should have vetted you.
How did you if you got my cell phone, you got to know it's probably,
Yeah.
got to be at least somewhat me. I got some say in the phone system that we use here.
Yeah.
Start with me. Anyway, it was weak.
Oh, no.
You heard me giving the guy trouble, right? Or was that Sam?
Might have been
It was
Sam.
Sam. Anyway, he had like the email wrong or whatever. It's like, dude, you called me. You know how to spell my name or the website and that stuff.
Can't comment on that, but
Use your real name too. Gosh,
Yeah.
that's another
Yeah.
minor
Oh, I
sales
hate
tip.
that.
If your name is not Logan Johnson, Logan Smith or whatever it was, I said all these guys sound like they're the quarterback for BYU when they call me. With just the most generic
insert
name.
creative player here.
Yeah, and it's always like, this is John Smith.
This is Jordan NHL. What?
Yeah. Huh?
Excuse me?
Ross
Preset
and
one.
Lowe.
By the way, one little final thing before we go. Who was the guy? What was the name of the guy that took the place of Barry Bonds in MLB The Show?
Oh, yeah. They had to create a fit. He wouldn't release his naming rights to
Yeah.
the. I can't remember.
He had one of those names.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that. Same with Bill Belichick back in the day. He wouldn't let Madden use his name.
Oh, really?
And the only part in that game that he's in is the records, for Super Bowl wins and stuff like that.
Really?
And I was kind of a nerd, so I'd go through my Madden and look at all those. And they would omit, it would just be New England Patriots
New England
instead
Patriots
of
coach.
Bill Belichick.
I respect it, kind of. Get paid.
Sure.
Get paid a little bit. All right. Well,
Bang.
that's a good show.
That's a wrap.
I'm finding out. I'm pretty much ruining this show.
No,
I need to not be involved and let you guys run a nice, smooth operation.
The itinerary.